welcome Mr. Rubin.
Tomorrow is Independence Day, and a lot of people are going to enjoy the fireworks. I like to think that I've had an exciting life with my boxing background and being a Navy SEAL, running through a hail of bullets in combat. But what I've done, I found out, isn't that uncommon for Americans. There are a lot of Americans, men and women, that have done some courageous and bold things. And it goes back to our heritage. If you are familiar with the story of the Star-Spangled Banner, Francis Scott Key was an envoy to negotiate a treaty with the British during the War of 1812. And they sent one of their new battleships off the coast of Fort McHenry in Maryland, and him and his crew row out there, and when they get on board, they take him into custody, put him in shackles, and throw him in the brig. And the captain of the ship pulls him out and gives him a tour, shows him all the new cannons and ordnance that they have, and tells him that we are going to attack your fort tonight, and we're going to take that flag down. Now they let him go, but they didn't let him go to shore. They had to stay in their boat because they didn't want him to warn the fort. And all night long, they're shooting these flares up. And they had these new rockets. They would airburst like 40 feet above the air and like a flechette round and shoot shrapnel down to increase the kill effect. And every time they thought they had a direct hit on the flag, they would shoot them a flare. And the flag would still be standing. And Francis Scott Key and his crew started getting excited. But the captain of the ship and the crew of the ship started getting a little discouraged. Maybe their new ordnance wasn't working, so they kept changing the impact. They made them, they were direct impact detonated, and still all night long, every time they shoot a flare up, that flag would still be standing. In the morning, Francis Scott Key and his crew in the rowboat were all excited, but the skipper of the British ship and his crew, they were kind of discouraged, and they sailed off. And when Francis Scott Key went into the fort, all excited, when he comes in, the first thing he sees is a pile of dead patriots. Men who, when that flag went down, they ran in and held it up. When that guy was killed, somebody else came in and picked it up from him and held it up all night long. That word got out to the rest of the country, right? That kind of courage. And Andrew Jackson in Louisiana, that gave him the courage to go ahead and fight the British and chase them down to the Gulf of Mexico. And we won the war. The whole world knows about our courage from that point in time, and that's part of our heritage. You can't pay a man enough to have that kind of resolve, but we'll have it for freedom. And that's part of your heritage in this country. I don't care what your ethnicity, as an American, that is what you're about. That is your heritage. And there's all kinds of time that when things are rough and you don't know what's going to happen, you can dig down and make it happen for yourself. Doesn't matter if it's in business, in sports. There's a lot of examples of people with the grit to make things happen in their lives. And that's part of your heritage as an American.
I love it. What an appropriate speech for us to have on July 3rd. Thank you. And dressing the part as well, Reuben. So here in the Maxwell Speakers Club, once someone gives their speech, at that point we have each person write a positive comment for the individual who just spoke. And so we have sticky notes and pens on the table. If you guys will take just a moment and write your positive comment to Reuben. For those of you that are joining us on Facebook Live, this is the Maxwell Speakers Club. If you would like to come and work on your communication skills and be with an amazing